everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this look is going to be something I'm not planning. I don't know what look I'm going for. I'm just gonna try to stay away from like a natural look and try some pops of color from the Vida Loca palette that I showed y'all in my last video. I just wanted to do some different looks with that palette, so this is look number 2. The last video, it was more of a natural look with a bold lip, so this video is probably just going to be a more colorful look. So let's get into it. And don't forget, you hear any crazy noises in the background, I got a toddler walking around, so if you can't deal with it, then this is probably not the channel for you. And if you understand, thank you. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to hang out some more. First, I'm going to prime my eyes. Before I prime my eyes, I'm just gonna go with this roller here. It's been a weird, funky day so far, and trying to just play with makeup and be in my own element. So I'm gonna try to roll the negativity out, roll the stress away. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, honestly. Feels great, it feels great. Now I can focus my eyes. I'm going to be priming with the Avon True Color in the shade Natural. It's a very light yellow based tone. So try to shape underneath my eyebrow as close as I can get. My daughter knows when I'm filming. She wants to be in the mix, which I understand. So once I go under my brow and shape it, I just use my finger to blend in the rest. And you can use whatever concealer as long as it's like a brighter color. And then I'll go in and set it with some setting powder. I set my eyelids with a beauty blender. I don't wet it. It's just sitting there. I don't even use it for foundation anymore. Whew. It's hard for me to talk while I'm doing my makeup. I know people do like get ready with me and just talk, and I don't know. Sometimes I like concentrate too hard. I forget to talk. But I can try to talk. This can be a chatty get ready with me. I don't really have much to talk about, unfortunately. I'm just living life. Try to zoom in a little bit. My daughter definitely keeps me going. She keeps me very positive. If it wasn't for her, I don't know. There'd be a lot more depressing days, like there used to be. Now, I don't know. She's the light of my life. As cliche as that sounds, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go in with Homegirls right there. That's gonna be my my crease shade. It's like the lightest shade in the palette, which I love it. It's perfect for that. So I'm gonna work that up towards my brow line. I'm trying to stick to looks that match my age because I am no longer in my 20s. I am ending my 30s. I'll be 38 in March, like no shame. So I'm trying like to change my makeup routine to match my age. I mean, when you do photo shoots and professional work, yeah, that's different. Like full glam, but like not like, I don't bake anymore. You know, it kind of tends to like bring my wrinkles out. I do bronze, and so I use kind of like that for contouring because I don't do like a deep contour anymore either. Next shade I'm gonna go in with is Por Vida down here. It's probably like the same shades I started with last time, but I'm probably always gonna start with those shades because they just work with my eyes, but then I'll dip into different shades as I progress the look. I hope I'm making sense. So I use like a more flat brush. I know I didn't show the last brush, but this one's a little more flatter, so I can just get in the crease and get that shade in there. And then I'll go with the fluffy brush I started out with. It's a lot more fluffy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot more fluffier. And I'll blend it out. And do the other side. And then I'll blend. So yeah, I hate moving. Just thinking about moving makes my stomach turn. I've been here going on 2 years, and I knew it wasn't gonna be like permanent, but I knew I was gonna be here for a little while, and time's going by like super fast. Everyone moves, especially when you're renting, you know, it's not like I own the place. Go back in with that same shade. What was it? Por Vida, and then go in there again and just stay in my crease. Just make it a little more intense. It's a lot of blending with these looks, lots of blending. Blending is your best friend, and the fluffy brush is always your best friend. So you're gonna go in and blend that out a little bit. Oh, there comes the helicopter. I'm gonna go in with Loca, which is the shade right here at the top middle shade right there. I'm gonna hit up the crease again. It's beautiful. With really light hand. Hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make you a hot dog in a little bit, okay? You're welcome, baby. So just gonna blend that out. You can make a mess here at the end. You can even do the little like tape trick foundation or whatever. It can clean it up. So now I'm gonna intensify Loca a little bit. And just add it right here in the crease again. I need to blend out closer to my brows, get some more color up there. And just swirl it around, back and forth. It's my lid. I'm going to use that same flat brush. I'm going to bring Loca down to the lid, right here towards the end, and pat it in. And then after I pat it in, I'll just blend it towards the front, but not all the way towards the front. Just like that. And then I'll keep adding until it's as intense as I'd like. So now there's this really pretty color in this palette I got my eye on. It is Reina, and it's this deep maroon looking shade. And I'm going to use that probably there at the end where I was just adding the orange. Red will blend into this orange here at the end. Ooh. With the fluffy brush, I'll just blend it all together with the end of my eye into the crease.
Mama.
Do the other side. If you want it more intense, you add more red. too fast, like it goes out of focus. The same brush that I patted my concealer on towards my brows, I'm gonna get a little bit of concealer. I'm using the Instant Age Rewind Eraser by Maybelline, and I'm gonna go in the front of my lid and just highlight that a little more, make it brighter, because the orange kind of, you know, blended into that. It's not a cut crease. I've never done a cut crease before, honestly. So it doesn't crease. I know this seems tedious, but this is like my first time doing a look like this in a long time. I'm gonna take that red Reina from earlier and lightly just blend this little harsh line right here that the concealer caused. And just blend, blend, blend. Right there. I'm trying to make sure they're even too. Okay, so for that blank spot, you can leave it as is. I'm gonna add a shimmer. I'm gonna go with Mossy. I'm gonna go with this one. Can you see it? Can you see it? This one. So, wish me luck. So I'm gonna use my finger to pat this in. Really bright one right there. Just in the inner corner. Right there. If you want to hit up your brows, brow bone with that same highlight, you may do so. And then I'll just kind of softly blend. I gotta clean my brush off first before I do that. Just blend and blend. Before I get into the actual face look, take a corn dog break, make my child some lunch, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Time for my face. I do not prime unless I'm going in with like foundation, but I'm just gonna go in with this oil-free Acne Correct and Cover pink grapefruit moisturizer, and it is in Fair Delight. I don't put a lot either, like this is probably too much. But before that, I let that kind of sit on my hand for a little bit, and I will go in concealer and just hit up the darkness under my eyes. I don't directly put it under my eyes. I kind of start like right below, and I'll blend up and I'll blend down, and then I'll get the center of my nose, and then any spots that I want concealed, I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll blend the, it's not foundation, let's not call it foundation, it's a colored moisturizer. I'll blend in with that. I like to use my finger for this part because it kind of melts into the skin with the body heat. Zoom out now. Okay. Now with this part, I like to use a stippling brush. Just stipple, and then work it in. But when I use primer with this stuff, OMG, it does a weird texture thing, and it starts to like leave little balls of what I'm guessing is primer. The weird science to it, I don't know. So I stopped wearing primer with this stuff. And the stippling brush, I don't know, it like creates a more smooth, full coverage application. Like with the beauty blender, I just feel like it just kind of takes off. It's like for light coverage if you use a beauty blender. And with this, if you stipple it in and then you kind of swirl it in, it makes sure my hairline is good, my ears. And then I'll go in with a light wash of setting powder using a fluffy brush. I use the Airspun. It's my go-to. It's a lot of powder in there, so it lasts a good while. I just kind of pat it on. Oh god, it's strong. Lightly swirl. So I don't bake anymore, but I still set my face. Set my under eye with the same beauty blender I set my lids with. So I get powder on there. And then I'll go in with my finger real quick and make sure no creasing happened. If it did happen, you just kind of blend it out again. And then you go in and blend the powder in. Okay. I take it down the side of my nose a little bit, just to give it that little pinched look. So now I look like a ghost. And I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. This is the Hoola by Benefit. I think this is like travel size, right? Aren't they bigger than this? I'm not sure. Take a brush, kind of fluffy, like maybe this one right here. It's kind of like the one I was just using to bronze, and I'll take it lightly down the sides of my nose, just really lightly. Just for like a quick, I don't know what to call it. It's not contouring, kind of contouring. And then for the blush, Too Faced Peach. I love it. Papa Don't Peach. It's really old, but I love it. It adds like the perfect shimmer. And kind of stipple it. I try not to do this anymore, because then when you do that, it just kind of falls. So I make my own like shape. Kind of blend it with the contour a little bit. Bronzing. I keep calling it contour. Same thing with the other side. I like this look right here. Even though the kids are doing it, it's so cute. You don't have to do it like as intense as them, but just like the little tip of the nose with a little bit of blush, the shimmer. It's so cute to me, I don't know why. Now when all that is done, I go in with the fluffy brush that I used the setting powder with, and I'll just blend it all like crazy. Not the nose, just the face, like down the neck and stuff. Next are back to the eyes. I'm going to do liner, mascara, a little bit of falsies, and I'll probably add some color right down here. So this is probably where the voiceover will go in, because I'm gonna be very quiet focusing. Trooper Black, waterproof. First I warm up my curler with my body heat, I used to use a lighter, but I get scared I'm gonna burn my lid or my hair or something if I get too confident. Lid. I'm probably gonna go with that deep red Reina that I finished with and do that in my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna get like a small pencil brush and just line my lash line with it. You don't have to do this part either. And you can just do it as intense as you'd like. I like to pat it and then blend it. The other shades you used, you can use it with that one to blend it out. I'm gonna go in with the first shade that I started with. I don't have my glasses on, so that's why I'm like Loca. And I'm just gonna blend it in with the red. And I'll get that fluffy brush from before, actually a smaller fluffy brush. It's not as big as the other one. And just kind of finish off the eyeshadows. Kind of blend these two together. Eyeliner. I also usually go in with a chapstick before start. I forgot. This is the Green Goddess by Milani. Love it. So here we go. Okay, so here I go putting on my my eyeliner. This is the cat eye, obviously, as you can see. I like to take the eyeliner all the way to the front corner of my eye, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean. And this is the perfect eyeliner I've been able to do it with. It's the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper Black. It's just very precise and it doesn't really bleed or budge. So I'm able to get that really fine point on both ends, if that makes sense. The hard part is, of course, getting both eyes to look even and, you know, look like sisters and not cousins. Then I go in with the Buxom mascara. And for the bottom lashes, I like to use the Stiletto by Maybelline. And I also put a little bit on my eyebrows just to keep them fluffy. I don't know how to explain it because I really don't have much hair. And then I brush off the excess fallout if there's any. And time for lashes. As you can see, I cut my lashes. I don't apply a full lash. I cut them and I just put them on the ends just to give it that va-va-voom look. I just can't do the full lash. I don't know why. It just feels really heavy and I don't know. I don't even know what lashes these are. I think these are some cheap lashes that I got as a gift, but they do their job. There's me feeling myself. Hey, slow-mo. And then there's me back in reality. I shed a lot. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!